Okay, y'all. I know this it's different than my usual videos. Just hang around. I promise. Just please hang around to the end. You'll understand where I'm going here. Okay. I'm trying to keep it like cute, calm, and everything. But I've had it, y'all. I've had it. Um, I am this close to losing it because I'm so mad and disgusted with society. I'm just going to lay it out there. My aunt was diagnosed with ALS a few months ago, and since then she has rapidly declined. Our family's biggest concern is not just my aunt, who is the most amazing person ever and who fostered children and adopted, etc. Is I have a cousin Nicole who was born, um, she was stuck in birth canal, didn't born without enough oxygen, and now is mentally cognitively behind. She's about 40 years old, but on the level of like 8-year-old. She likes to go see like the Wiggles on ice. Okay. So I feel very protective of that community of people who have developmental conditions and are vulnerable in society. But so cut to this. All right. And I want to first say, if you don't want to like support Gypsy, but you want to watch because it's like watching a car wreck, I get that. It's like watching a creature that should be like caged up out in the wild in society doing whatever, and you're just like, you can't help but watch. I totally get that. I understand. I'm one of those myself where I'm like nosy, but I refuse to give her any likes, views, subscriptions, any of that. What I do, and I recommend y'all doing, is going to the GRB Snark page on Reddit. You can just Google GRB Snark Reddit, and they keep you up to date with everything. I may or may not be on there contributing. Yeah, I'm on there. Of course I'm on there. But anyways, it's all anonymous. But point is, you can go over there without getting Gypsy any rewards for her bad behavior. Now here we go. This video of her where she is jumping into this lake off this dock, where she's like 5/2026, like fully dressed. Y'all may say, what's the big deal? It's innocent. It's just a little thing. It's not innocent, because this is how these influencers work, right? They communicate with each other. They decide what they're going to do, what little shticks they're going to do together, who's going to post what on whose page. It's all a transaction. Gypsy Rose was already in contact and had already, like, was going to do the collaboration with Natalie Reynolds. Natalie Reynolds is mainly known, not, she's been in trouble a lot, which, whatever, but her main scandal that got her in the biggest trouble, where she was crying outside of TikTok like headquarters, is the fact that she coerced a mentally declined homeless lady to jump into a lake fully dressed after the lady had repeatedly told her, I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim. I can float a little, but I can't swim. And they're like, no, you do it. You said you wanted to get in the water, and told her they'd give her $20.
Do it if she does it.
You still want a skinny dip?
Yeah. With it.
If you go first, we'll do rock, paper, scissors. If you go first, can you look for the scanner?
Scanner.
There's a scanner that you need to look for in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I drown?
Then
I haven't been in the water. What is
you said you want to jump in.
I do kind of want to jump in.
I'm first certified.
Huh?
I'm first certified.
Oh,
And I'm scuba.
I'm
scuba certified. You should jump in.
All right.
And I think if you jump in, you'll be able to find the scanner.
The scanner?
Yeah, there's a scanner that's in the water over here. That's why I'm here.
Okay, and I can jump in and not gonna get in trouble. Right?
No.
No. All right. You know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right now.
But I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
The girl jumps into the water. They see she starts actively. What do? They run off and laughing about it, saying, oh my goodness, she's actually, yeah, you sick, demented people. And then on their way leaving, they're filming themselves leaving in their vehicle. Thank goodness someone else saw it and had called the 911, and thank goodness they passed a fire truck going that way that luckily saved that woman's life. Luckily, because if not, Natalie, you would be in prison just like Gypsy, because what you did is so similar. Both of y'all taking advantage of people who are not cognitively on the same level as you guys and coercing them and abuse. I can't say it, them. You know, that is actual. So y'all may, like I said, thought that was innocent. It wasn't. It was planned. She knew what Natalie was infamous for. She was poking fun at this lady. Now, when she poked fun at her own mom's passing and how it occurred, you know, people want to be like, well, she was victimized. She was victimized. Her mom and the Munchild and my proxy. Da, da. This is not, I'm not going to talk about that. I don't believe that occurred, but if you do, great. That's not about this. This lady has never, ever touched Gypsy Rose, has never talked to her. They complete strangers. Complete strangers. And Gypsy's going to mock her near experience? What is wrong with you, Gypsy? Like, seriously, what is wrong with you? God only knows. Only, or maybe it's the man below, because I don't think you came from up there. Something is sick and twisted with you, and Natalie Reynolds, I don't think you're very far behind her, if not right there with her. Because then I see your track record, and I see what you do. This was last year, and then you cutting off your ankle monitor, and you got away with the year jail suspension was reversed because, I'm sorry, not suspension, the year jail sentence was reversed because, you know, you claimed you didn't know you couldn't cut off your ankle monitor. Girl, you're on TikTok saran wrapping it to get in the shower. If you didn't think it was illegal to cut, you would have cut it off to get in the shower, not to cut it off to go to a party. Sorry, I'm a little heated and I'm talking fast because I want to get through this. So, like I said, this was all planned. It wasn't an innocent little thing. And Natalie, you like to agitate and break boundaries with people. Just like last year in Florida with the police. You are going around wearing your hair in like, it looks like box braids and purposely, and I understand the Vikings wore braids, I understand Africans wore braids, I get it. I'm not here to discuss who wore braids first. That's not the purpose here. But you wore your braids everywhere, and you purposely went to an African American woman and asked her, what did she think of your braids?
Is making content. The reason she knows her is
I don't know her.
yes, you
All right,
do.
listen, stop. You're not going to sit there and argue in front of me. Why don't you wait over there, all right, and speak with him. You're not going to sit there and argue in front of me. You understand?
Yeah.
You're making it worse. Go over there. Go over there.
Something about my braids.
They're ugly as fuck.
Okay, and your braids are ugly.
Bitch, fuck you.
She wanted to say something, but now that I'm behind her.
It's my opinion.
All because of a hairstyle. You cracked my phone. My phone's cracked.
That's actually crazy.
You
wanted to start it, not
Your
me.
braids are ugly. I'm still saying it.
Okay.
I'm still gonna say it's ugly.
Guys, this is the phone right here. This is his phone that got smashed.
Right there in the ice cream shop.
Do me a favor. Have a seat. Are you with her?
She said, I think they're ugly. That's it. She said, I don't like them. I think they're ugly. You continue then to like harass her, follow her with your filmer, you know, and then when he gets his camera this close in her face and she swats the camera away, then they would call the police. Guess what? The police wasn't on your side. They even told you, don't put your camera in someone's face. And what did they say? They said, oh, well, she did it on purpose because she knows I have 2 million followers. I'm famous and I'm getting heat online about my hair, so she knew who I was. Girl, just because you have 2 million followers, there's 36 billion people in the United States. I didn't even know who you were until you started hanging out with Gypsy. Like, I had no clue who you were. So don't get it twisted thinking everybody knows who you are. And you're not known for good things or being a good person. So that's where I'm really reaching my limit, because with you two, y'all also have no imagination or creative juices. You're ripping off every content creator example as that's playing, and you will do anything for attention. And right now what upsets me is you're getting rewarded for you're getting attention. That's all you want. You don't care if it's negative. You think all publicity is good publicity. It's got to stop before someone ends up seriously hurt or like gone. because you two are reckless, you don't think about consequences, and you are so self-centered, you can't empathize or sympathize or even like realize what a real human being is going through in their life or question that. No, it's all about what can I get out of this? What can I put on social media? How can I get more fame and more views and be in TMZ? That's who you two are, and it's sickening. Sickening, okay? I'm seriously trying to calm down here. I really am. But like I said, I'm fed up. I had Gypsy, you could have came out of prison, wrote your stay low, wrote you a couple books that actually had someone editing it properly and not getting twisted and contradicting your stories from chapter to chapter and caught in lies, and lived a normal life and still make money, make a couple of appearances with your PR agency with a script they told you, and you could have done that. You could have done that. You could have actually advocated for someone. You said, after you claimed that you did not consider yourself a murderer, you said that, that you could not help Nick get a fair trial or help him at all because you're on parole and could not speak to your co-defendant. You're not on parole anymore. So what's your excuse now? Like, literally, and I don't want to see you cry. Like, you cry online about everybody coming after you. You did it to yourself. Like, you freaking did it to yourself. I'm so sick of it. Like, girl, get a grip. The world does not care about you and your self-centered life. Okay? And I don't mean to crash out here, but I'm sick and tired of seeing you get rewarded and you're doing the most despicable things on